Hello, good morning, everybody. Checking to make sure we're live on YouTube. It looks like we are. Welcome to the studio. Happy Monday. We've got artwork to show you today. I've emptied out a couple of the cubbies and we're going to show you what some of our multimedia kids have been working on. And we'll talk through housekeeping and all the deadlines that are coming up. Yeah, it'll be good. Should we go through some things? We have some funny scheduling going on, right? Look at this. So all month long, I've been able to be like, everybody has class. This week, that is not true. So there are no preschool classes this week. So whether you come to a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday class, there is not a class for you. We are closed in the mornings this week. It's our off week for the month of March. So everybody's off week actually falls on this week. And then next week, it's spring break. So that's what this note is, where there are actually no classes whatsoever. So no preschool classes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then no creative explorations classes on Wednesday of this week because you guys already had your 3 classes. We did that the first 3 Wednesdays in March. The Friday creative explorations class is still going to meet because if you remember that first week of March, what was it, the 6th? There was severe weather. And so it was really easy for us to be like, hey, let's just move that class. Well, that moved to this Friday. So we still have class this Friday for our last class of March. Okay. So let's go through each level of classes and talk about what people are doing. So preschool fundamentals. Last week, we wrapped up our March month where we looked at art that is out of this world. We read The Rock from the Sky, which is a hilarious, futuristic book with a lot of dry humor in it. We shaving cream marbled different rocks shapes, and then we made future collages. So it was a fun morning. We don't have class this week, and we won't have class next week. So we'll see you for April in 2 weeks. For my K-3 multimedia kiddos, we are wrapping up all of our projects this week. I know some of our kids in Liberty in the Thursday classes finished last week, and some of them, not all of them, took their birds home. But I do have some in the closet, and I thought I'd show you. We've been working on these mixed media bird collages. I'm going to try to pull ones that aren't green, because with the green screen, it doesn't show up. But you can see we have, and yeah, hopefully the picture also kind of shows it. All the craft supplies were out. So feathers and washi tape and pom-poms. I love that they're all different sizes. Let's see if I can find another one that doesn't have a lot of green on it. I love this one. Man, this has a ton of pattern on it. How fun is that? So we have these crazy, oh, here's a fun one. Crazy colored, like, bird collages. A lot of them have movable joints. So this joint here at the neck is glued, but this one here is movable. It has a brad. So we learned how to use an awl, 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 an awl, and brads to make things move. And we ended up with little dimensional bird collages. So if your artist didn't come home with their project last week, it's fine. They're not behind. The other classes were ahead. They will finish it this week. Any finishing touches they want to add, and then like anything they didn't get to hot glue last week, or any, I don't know, oil pastel details or something that they want to do to it, we'll write our artist statements, and then those will go home. We'll also have some mixed media stations set up for them. Most importantly, though, in our multimedia classes this week, I need you to know that we'll be doing art show submissions. So if your artist is planning on doing the art show, and we're going to talk about it more in housekeeping, they can bring I'm like disappearing into my green screen today. I'm going to skip forward. They can bring their art show piece to class this week, and their instructor will help them get it submitted in class. That way you don't have to worry about all the steps, which again, we're going to talk about in housekeeping. Totally optional. You don't need us to do it, but if you would like to just not have to worry about it, have them bring their piece with them this week. It doesn't have to be something that they created at Orange Easel. It just has to have been created in the last year, something that they would like to exhibit in the show. 4th and 5th and homeschool multimedia have been doing these jungle collages. So I'm going to show them to you in normal, regular light, but please know they look really cool under black lights as well. So we have, a lot of these are going to be green. Hang on, let me see if I can turn my green screen off. How do I do that? I'm going to put filters. I don't know how to do it. Darn. I was like, let me turn my green screen off really quick. All right, well, we'll see how much I can show you because everything, because it's a jungle collage, is going to be green. This one has a lot of beautiful pink in it. I love that. So you can see the painted papers. Remember in that first week we did textured painted papers? So like these tree trunks have that stripy like pattern on them. That's because it's painted paper. This is the fun one. Another one that has a lot of painted paper, and the ones that you see that it looks like the background, that's because it's all green. That one's all green. That's really fun, but it's all green. You guys, these are so good. So they're working on creating a foreground, a midground, and a background in their compositions in a landscape, and doing it in a way using cut paper. So Matisse called it painting with scissors. That's what they've been doing. They will finish up this week. So we'll get these guys into mats, get artist statements written, and they will go home. We'll have stations set up, just like with K-thirds. If your kids are planning on submitting a piece for the art show and they would like our help to do it, they can bring their piece to class this week, and the instructors or the front desk person, the admin, will come in the room and sit down with them and fill out the submission forms. We'll talk about what that entails in housekeeping for those of you that are curious. Fill out the submission forms and get that piece submitted for the show. Okay. Again, totally optional to do that. However, this is the week that we set aside class time to get it done if you want. Okay. 6th, 7th, 8th, 12th multimedia classes. They have been doing collages as well. I was like, I know I brought stuff. It's down here on the floor. And I just grabbed a whole like class set. So I'm seeing it the same time you are. Ooh, that is super fun. That one's got a lot of green on it. So that's not gonna. This is the first week I've been able to like show you stuff because in previous weeks they've just been cut piles of paper. Now they actually like look like something. This is so fun. Look at that. So you got the beginnings of a land or a cityscape. Check out some of this paper. Isn't that fun? Let me see if I can pick another good one. So they've been doing painted paper and pattern paper collages as well. This is and creating a piece of artwork using scissors and glue and the rules of composition. Maybe that one's fun. All right. They will finish this week as well. So they'll get theirs finished up, matted, and then out the door. Again, art show submissions, if you are interested, bring your piece to class with you. We cannot submit a piece, like we can't do the form unless we have the artwork in hand. So if they come to the studio and they're like, I know what I'm going to submit, but they didn't bring it with them, we can't help them. The submission form requires that we have the piece in hand because we're going to have to take a picture of it in order to submit the form. Okay, so bring it to class with you if you want our help getting it submitted. Creative Explorations class. Last class will be the Friday class because there's no Wednesday class in Flatwoods. So the Friday class in Liberty, you guys have your last time to do these mixed media, painted paper, Eric Carle, Matisse stations. Once we get to April, we'll have it all switched out for nature and Monet is, I think, next month. So, and fiber arts. All the drawing classes, I didn't bring anything. It is showcase month. We've been working all month long to create a piece for the show, or it's optional. You don't have to put it in the show. If you don't want to do that, then just a piece to showcase where you are in your drawing skills. So I asked instructors at the staff meeting, I was like, are we all going to finish? And everybody was like, yes, except for a few kiddos that either were slower starts out of the gate, or maybe they restarted, or they just work at a different pace. Maybe they picked something super detailed. For those kids, they've already communicated to kids or parents that maybe they want to come in for some additional time on a Wednesday or a Friday makeup time, so that way we can get it finished in time for the art show deadline. They're also welcome to take it home and finish it at home and bring it back. That's fine. But if they want to do it here, we'd love to have them. So submissions for those, again, the art show is optional. We'll get all of the showcase pieces matted with like a pre-cut mat. They'll write an artist statement, and then if they want to do the show, the instructors will help them submit that piece for the show. Just like in multimedia class, if they plan on submitting something else, maybe they made a painting at school that they're really proud of, and that's the piece that they would like to submit. If that's the case, that's fine. Have them bring that to class. We'll still finish the drawing and do all of the steps. We will submit the other piece. Okay. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Cool. All right, let's go through housekeeping. So we're going to talk a little bit about those art show submissions. Deadline is April 9th at 9 p.m. This is a Thursday night. I chose Thursday because I still work on Fridays, and that way I can get all of the data formulated into a program, and then I'll get it out to you guys to proofread. But I also chose Thursdays over Fridays because although Liberty has Friday classes, Platwoods does not. And so if I choose Friday as the deadline, but then I have to say, well, but Platwoods is closed. Like, technically you can't come and submit anything on Friday at Platwoods because their doors are locked. So the deadline is Thursday, April 9th at 9 p.m. because that is the last time we are both open that week. Okay. So get those in, get them submitted. That is a hard deadline, you guys. There is no wiggle room there. Okay. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Now there are 2 steps to submitting your art. The first is the online form, and the second is dropping it off at the studio. The trip up on the online form is that you have to have, like, if parents think, oh, it's okay, I'll just do it really quick while my kid's at school, you have to have both the artwork and your artist to fill out the form. Because the artwork, we're going to ask, what's the dimensions? What's the medium? Like, meaning, what did you use to create it? We're going to ask you to describe it. And then we're going to ask for a picture of it. So we're going to have you stamp a picture and upload it when you submit your form. That helps us to make sure that whatever we label, because we'll print gallery tags, what we label is accurate. Okay? Because we're going to have 300, 400 pieces of art, and I need to make sure that they're all accurate. And then you need your artist with you, because we're going to ask for your artist statement, which the way we tell our kids is, what would you like people to know about your art if you're not standing right there to tell them? What do you want them to know about it? So that's the artist statement. Okay, so that's step 1 is that form, and then step 2 is dropping it off in the box. Every studio has a little collection box for them. Just make sure your name is on it someplace, and then if it's fragile, don't put it in the box. Just alert somebody so that we can find a safe place for it. Usually what we'll do is we'll put like a note in the box that's like, so-and-so's artwork is in the office. And then we'll put that in the box. And then we'll put that artwork in the office. So that way, like, it's in a safe place. We would just hate for anybody's to get broken. Okay? That's a lot when they get, like, the 3D stuff. Okay? Also, if it doesn't fit in the box. Or if it's super, super, super tiny. Okay? All right. Any of those situations. Okay? All right. Junior staff applications. We are taking them. It's open right now. They are due April 13th. As soon as you get your application into me, about every couple days, I'm going through them, verifying that it's filled out, and then sending you the invitation to select your interview time. If you are a returning junior staffer, meaning you've done junior staff before, you don't need to fill out an application. Just go on the website, get the availability form. And you can fill out the availability form. That tells me that you are in for this year. That's your way of being like, sign me up, put me on the schedule, without having to go through applications and interview, okay? So my friends that are new do the applications first, and we'll get to your availability. Don't worry about it yet. But my returners just fill out your availability form, and then that way I know that I've got you for the summer, and then when I write the schedule, I will include you per your availability. I've had some people ask, like, hey, we're good, but we have a vacation planned, or we'd love to, my kid would love to do junior staff, but they do swim team or whatever it is. I want to make sure everybody understands. You can read about this on the website. And I hate reading my website to people, but I also know there's a lot of information out there. This is not an all summer commitment. Like, you didn't just get a summer job where you're going to be here all the time. The junior staff, most of our junior staff will work 1 week. So 1 camp week is the week they'll give us. And then after that, like, we see you at training and that's it. So that's the minimum commitment is basically 1 week, and it's 9 to 3. Now, if you if that doesn't work and you got to do like some June story times, like we can be really flexible with it, but just know this is not a summer job where like you're tied down and can't go on vacation or anything like that. Okay, so if you have questions about it, let me know. We'll read the website first and then let me know if you have questions about it. Okay. All right. And then the other thing is just don't forget to sign up for summer classes and camps. We do not have regular classes in the summer. There's no drawing classes. There's no multimedia classes. We take a break. We are not here in the evenings just like we are all the school year long. Like we just do the summer programs, the stuff on the website. That's what we're doing. That's it. Um, that drawing 102 illustrative class that you have, we will not be back until September. So make sure you sign up for your summer classes and camps if you are wanting to do art stuff. Flatwoods has plenty of room in June classes. Liberty's starting to get a little bit full. And then the reverse is true for camps. Flatwoods is starting to get really full for camps, and Liberty still has a good amount of room. So definitely look at those. Let me know if you have questions. You guys, that's it. That's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful Monday and a great week. If you need anything from me, let me know. I'll see you soon.